I really believe in my heart that if the Titanic was sinking right now and they said women and children on the lifeboats only, some of you men would fist fight your way onto the lifeboat.
So he said, if it was Titanic all over again, that is very sure that men will push the women and kids away. If it was Titanic all over again and you only have to save the women and the kids, that is very sure that the men of this generation, they will push the women and the kids away only for them to save themselves. He's thinking about all of this because his grandmother called him when she had issues with the car and nobody stopped to help her. And he was like, can you imagine? So a lot of men were passing and nobody could stop to help her. That was really, really wrong. Let me show you the clip, then we'll come back and discuss.
I really believe in my heart that if the Titanic was sinking right now and they said women and children on the lifeboats only, some of you men would fist fight your way onto the lifeboats. Some of y'all would. Why did my granny call me? She tells me her car battery failed. Obviously, I'm on the way immediately. It's my granny. So I'm going over there. She's at AutoZone. She's in the parking lot of AutoZone with her car hood up. So I go to jump start her car. I'm like, Granny, did no one stop to help you? And she looks at me, blank face. She's like, yeah, all these men around here and no one stopped to help me. And that really blew my mind. Truly. All this discourse online about women are too feminine and men are too masculine and damn the animal kingdom, alpha male, whatever bullshit you want to talk about is not the most masculine thing you can do is assist someone, especially someone who's differently able than you are. Is that not the most masculine thing you can do? But no, you really are bitches. Really. And that's how I feel. I'm not even mad for real because my granny already safe at home. But you
I have men reaction on this video. Most of the men are like, what do you mean? I'm nobody's savior. I am going to save myself. I am going to save myself. I will not save a stranger just because that this is between life and death situation. If it's Titanic, this is between life and death situation. I have to save myself, probably my family members, but then save themselves before strangers. But my question is, if it was women that were given that chance, that opportunity to save the kids and maybe themselves, who are they going to save? Let me show you this reaction video, then I'll come back and share my thoughts.
believe in my heart that if the Titanic was sinking right now and they said women and children on the lifeboats only, some of you men would fist fight your way onto the lifeboats. Some of y'all would. Why did my granny...
Oh yes, I am swinging. What, you take me for Jesus Christ? No way. See, I am clearing any obstacle on my way. Nobody's finna stop me. Nobody. What you take me for? See, it's either with me or nobody. It's either with me or no boat moves. What? I am swinging so... Don't play with me. Don't. Finna sacrifice my life all because I'm a man? I'm a boy? I'm a male? Nah, bruv. No way, nah. I'm not the sacrificial lamb. I can never be the sacrificial lamb. What you mean? I'm not Jesus Christ.
There was a guy that made a video saying that if the Titanic was sinking right now and the lifeboats were only for women and children, that it would be disgraceful for any man to fight their way onto the boats. And I'm just saying, he would be real mad at me because I would be getting on that boat. I'm not a hero. He would be real mad when he sees me on that boat drifting away, just waving at him while he's still stuck on the damn Titanic. Because this is life or death, right? I don't care if they say just women and children on the boats. It is survival of the fittest, right? And especially with a bunch of people I don't know, I'm getting on that boat. And my comments under his original video were funny because they were like, bro, what do you think happened with the original Titanic? The men, they didn't just sit there and be like, oh yes, women and children, you go. No, they were fighting onto those boats. And then bro had the nerve to caption his video, men need to be men again. And I don't get it because I'm all for, giving up a seat if it's on a bus or standing somewhere, whatever it may be. Give it to the woman, give it to a child. Yes, when it comes to things like that. But when it's life or death, I don't care who it is. And I know it sounds really selfish, but you have to realize it's life or death. There is no in between, all right? It is survival of the fittest at that point.
I really believe in my heart that if the Titanic was sinking right now and they said women and children on the lifeboats only, some of you men would fist fight your way onto the lifeboats.
You're damn right. I'm throwing haymakers and uppercuts like I'm prime Mike Tyson to get on that lifeboat. I'm making sure me, my wife, and my kids get on that lifeboat. I don't know these people. I'm supposed to sacrifice my life so strangers could be okay, and then my wife and kid have to grow up without a father and a husband? Nah, I'm not doing it. And this all started because his grandmother's car broke down while she was at AutoZone. She already made it to AutoZone. She then called him, her grandson, which I give him credit for. As the grandson, you showed up for your grandmother, which you're supposed to do. But yet you get online and you're complaining about it. So because your grandmother's car broke down, you want to shame men for not willingly wanting to throw away their lives for somebody that they don't know. As men, we are not obligated to risk our lives for people that we don't know. If you choose to do it, that's your choice. But don't try to make it seem like men have to do it. The only people I would say you're obligated to protect are the people that are closest to you. People in your family, your wife, your kids. I'll throw my life away for them. But a stranger, I'm definitely thinking twice on it.
I really believe in my heart that if the Titanic was sinking right now and they said women and children on the lifeboats only, some of you men would fist fight your way onto the lifeboats. Some of y'all would. Why did...
This had me thinking, how would I respond if I was on the Titanic as it was sinking? I guess it would all depend on if I was one of the rich people or if I was one of the poor people. Because there's no way on this earth that I'm dying for a bunch of rich white women. I'm not doing that. I don't think I'm doing that if I was one of the poor people on the ship. Especially if it was from back then and I was still black and I was poor on the ship while being black. If there was more black people, how do I put this? If there was more people like me on the ship than there were like them on the ship, I'm telling, hey, everybody, we about to die for them. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But if I'm one of the rich people, I guess I wouldn't really, I don't know how, I would imagine it'd be my wife and children going on the lifeboat. So yeah, I would just die, I guess. But I would imagine if I was poor on the ship, my family wouldn't be with me. But then I'll be thinking, I got a family to get back to. So no, yeah, I'm gonna tell all the poor people, hey, let's band together and get these people off this lifeboat and we get up out of here. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be on here saying like, hey, I'm not gonna do it for the women and children. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, it depends on my position in the world. If I was rich and my family had to get on the boat, I'm letting my family get on the boat. If I'm one of the poor people working on the ship, I'm getting off that ship into one of them boats one way or another. Even if I'm the only one on that ship, it's, you know what I mean? I got a family to return to. So that's how I see it.
People are surprised that men are on here talking about hey, if I was on the Titanic, I'm throwing the children and the women off the boat so I can get my spot on the boat. Why are we so surprised? Why isn't anybody sacrificing themselves for the men? I haven't heard that question yet. When it comes to men, bro, it's hard being a man, bro. Nobody sacrifices themselves for you. But you're supposed to be the first one to sacrifice yourself. Dog. What? Man, I might, listen, if I don't got a spot on the boat, I'm taking somebody off the boat with me to drown too. I might just suplex you in the water. Listen, bro. Why don't we get no care, dog? Why do we gotta drown with the fish? The fish ain't even gonna drown. I'm tripping. Why do we gotta drown? Why do the thousands of us have to drown for you? Who the are you? Who are you? I don't even know you, but since I'm a man, as a man, I'm supposed to die for you. Yeah, you're drowning with me.
I really believe in my heart that if the Titanic was sinking right now and they said women and children on the lifeboats only, some of you men would fist fight your way onto the lifeboats.
And I would. I wish they would say women first. Big move. I saw somebody in the comments say, imagine being on a sinking ship and giving up your seat for Drew Ruffalo. No, we equal. We equal, fam. My life is not worth less just because I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? And then if I get taken out, you gonna provide for my family? Is they going? No. I'm throwing elbows for me and mine to get on there. I'm throwing elbows. I'm biting. I might even mess around and get a buffet knife. You know what I'm talking about? I'm getting on that life raft. We getting on that life raft. Y'all can be superheroes. Y'all can come online and say that y'all will give y'all life up for a stranger and then leave your family mourning. That's cool. Y'all want to do that? Type shit. Over here, Me and mine's come first. I ain't no superhero. You know what I'm saying? My life ain't worth less just because I'm a man. You know what I'm talking about? No. We equal. I believe y'all don't actually believe in equality. That's what it is.
Stop acting like a super savior when we know you not one. Like, let's be real. It's a lot of videos I've seen of a lot of men getting on this app trying to act like that they would be a super savior, because a lot of these content creators have made videos saying they're using the Titanic reference where they would push people aside to get on that boat. But they're failing to understand and realize that a lot of them people have said, I'm saving me and mines first. That's the issue. Y'all are missing that part. And the problem is y'all aren't being realistic. A vast majority of people in the world have the me and mine mentality. They're not these quote unquote super saviors that a lot of dudes are getting on here trying to act like they would be. You're not. A good majority and a vast majority of people in today's society and in the world have I'm going to protect me and mine first, which means it's a vast majority of y'all, even the ones who are trying to act like super saviors, that if a tragic event was to happen, you're going to try to make sure your family is safe first. You then might try to go and grab some other people, but you're going to make sure you and yours is good and squared away first. You're not this quote unquote super savior. So stop. You're not. You're going to make sure you and yours are okay. And then you might try to go help. Because if you were this super savior, you wouldn't even think about your family first. You try to go save as many people as you can. Prime example. If you were such a super savior, how come every time a catastrophic event is about to happen, or every time something tragic is about to happen, what is the first thing people do? Especially people of the wealth. Go buy up all the toilet paper, go buy up all the food, all the water, the necessary things that a lot of people need. You go get that shit first for you and yours. You're not this super savior. If you were, you would go get just enough for you and your family to be okay. But no, y'all wipe out every goddamn thing. Everything. Y'all clean aisles. Don't leave none for the needy. Don't leave none for the people who ain't got it like you. So you're not a super savior. If you were a super savior, you would go get just enough. And then you would save some for others. But you don't do that. No, you go get every goddamn thing to make sure you and yours is okay. So stop trying to act like you're this super savior when you're not. You're going to protect you and yours first, and then maybe you might have a heart to open your door for somebody else. To open the doors for somebody else. But someone who's a real super savior, you're going to go tell your family, go, hey, y'all know where to go. I'll be there. And if I'm not there, I done either died or trying to protect people, or I done got lost somewhere. But don't worry about me. If you really were a super savior, that's the type of person you would be. You would be the person you're not worried about your family, because you know your family knows exactly what to do. You know your family know where to go. The super savior type person is the person who literally, as soon as something happens, is trying to protect everybody. Like, go. They're trying to direct shit. They're trying to literally save everybody. It's a lot of people that don't think like that. A vast majority of the world don't think like that. A vast majority of the world has the me and mine mentality first. I'm protecting me. I'm saving mine first. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I just wish more people would be honest about it. So y'all calling these people cowards because they would protect their family first is weird as shit when you would literally do the same exact thing. You're going to protect yours first, and then you might have a heart to go out there and try to help others. But let's stop acting like we don't have this me and mine first mentality. No, you're going to make sure you and yours is squared away first. And then you might try to help. And then you might not. But these dudes ain't cowards for saying what they saying. They just being honest about it. I'm going to protect me and mine first, and then I might try to help. Cause like I said, if you really were that kind of super savior, how come every time something happens, the first thing you do is go wipe out everything if you have the wealth for it? The first thing you do is go clean shop for you and yours. Not only that, you'll go clean shop for you and yours, and then you'll turn around and try to sell the shit that you bought to the people who need it. Come on, man. Let's be real about the shit.
Men are selfish. I know this is life and death situation. You have to suffer and struggle for your life and all of that before struggling or trying to help somebody you don't know. But we know men are selfish. I already know most of them are going to say never. They will not. They will save themselves. Just like the real Titanic, that I feel like that was what was happening because they were like children, women, children, or nursing mothers first, children, and all of that. You see some men fighting their way to go inside and pushing the women and the children away. They're going to save themselves. Men are selfish. They think about themselves first. This is not about you thinking or maybe you don't want to save yourself because this is life and death situation. And you know that children or pregnant women will not have that energy or that strength to fight for the life compared to you. They will rather save themselves. And the thing is, if women were given that opportunity, you guys, I know we want to save ourselves, but then we think about even the children you don't know. If you see a baby that you don't know, you want to save the baby even before you. You want to save somebody. Like, I don't know. I just don't know why these men are just so selfish. A lot of women put their lives on the way to have children. If you don't know, giving birth is life and death situation. Is facing death. That is why I feel like if men were given that opportunity to bring life to this world, everybody's going to be child free because they're not going to do it. When they see that, what? So I'm going to get unalive. I can't. There's possibility for me to get unalive when I get pregnant or when I go through labor. Nah, I'm not going to do that. They're not going to do that. A lot of people are not going to get pregnant. See, this was going to be very scanty. It's going to be very, very scanty if men were given same opportunity to either put their life on the way for another person to come. They will, in fact, you will see a woman that even though they give her that opportunity and tell her, even when she's alive, and they're telling her that it's either you go or your child comes. You have to pick one. The woman will be like, you know what, just save my child. Just save my child. Save my child. This man will not. You guys, this just shows how selfish they can be. I'm not saying you don't fight for life because the instinct for we human is to always fight to live. You always want to survive. You want to fight to live and survive. But then if you are given that situation, it's not like you're not going to still survive in that situation, but help people that cannot fight faster than you can, right? Pregnant women, children. So you're going to leave a child stuck while you fight for your own life. Like, really? You guys, what's your take on this video? Kindly share your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your camera Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.